Oh, it always jumps in. I forget it does that. Whenever we click record, guys, it zooms in more than what we thought. Hello, everyone. Ooh. Has it been a while, or has it been a while?
It's been such a long time.
I feel like we haven't sat here for weeks and weeks and weeks.
When really, it was literally just 1 week.
Was it? Well, no, because we had the meetup.
We filmed the haul, though. That haul was the winter haul, wasn't it?
Anyway, we're back with a boy talk. These are my favourite videos to film because I feel like it's like a therapy session just for my own soul.
Yeah.
Even though we're helping you guys, I'm like, oh, just gives me just like...
But also because it's kind of not advice for ourselves, but it makes us just know, just think clearly.
Yeah, and I feel like even if you guys are watching it, it gives you more reassurance that we're all going through the same things here.
It's just us girls trying to get through life.
So many DMs, and you'd be surprised, like all of you girls literally have the same problems. Like you all send me the same issues, and I'm like, we need to create some sort of massive group chat because we're all having the same problems here. Yeah. Let's jump into it. This one's a good one, actually. Okay.
We've got a lot of good
ones. Okay, so...
Well, not good for... Not good.
Good advice-wise. Yeah. Okay, so this girl says, I've been in a relationship for 4 years. I feel like I still love him, but I'm not sexually or physically attracted to him anymore. I tend to find myself getting distracted by other guys. I'm confused what to do because 4 years is a long time. Please help. It's been an ongoing issue for maybe a whole year now, and it's caused many arguments.
I think, you know, what a very important part of the relationship is sexual and physical attraction.
Yeah, but then at the same time, if you have been together for 4 years, it's bound to not be as fiery and as, you know, major as it was at the start. Like that will fade, but it also shouldn't fade to the point where you're actually tempted by other people.
She should not be like look at her boyfriend and go, I don't want to.
No,
that's not good.
There's a difference between,
for your intimacy,
there's a difference between not wanting to like there's a difference between not wanting to, like, you know, be together all the time, but compared to like not actually finding them attractive. Like that's where, like, fair enough, like in the beginning, if it's all the romance and the lust and all that lot, yeah, but then, like, you know, a few years in, you should look at them even more and be like, I'm even more, I see you in even, you know, I'm even more attractive because I'm even more involved,
in love.
Yeah,
like you're like, the apple of my eye.
I'd say don't worry if you don't feel as like that much lust, because you are 4 years in. Like that's natural not to have that, like all that still, like, you know, whatever. But if it is like you're looking at them thinking, I don't actually find you attractive, then maybe it's run its course.
I mean, you can outgrow people. You can outgrow friendships. You can outgrow a relationship. So maybe it is just...
Maybe it's run its course.
And because if like, at the end of the day, if you're looking at your spouse and you're going, I'm not attracted to you, then...
Yeah. Because... And especially if, like, you are thinking like you're going on nights out or seeing other people, it's like other guys out and about, and you're thinking like, oh gosh, you're gorgeous, but you don't look at your own boyfriend and think you're gorgeous. Like
a bit awkward, you know.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, you've had 4 years together, it is a long time, but don't stay together for the sake of those 4 years, you know, because think, yeah, you've had a lovely 4 years, you've had great memories, but if you're not as in it anymore as you want to be, then you can't force yourself to stay in it just for the sake of you've spent 4 years, like, you know.
No, put yourself first.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to get a refreshment. It was all getting a bit too much.
My lip is going to come off.
Wait, let me just down this because I'm really dehydrated. It's still the morning.
It's not the morning, it's 2:15.
It's the morning.
Maybe the morning in Dubai or something, but I'm good either way. Oh, this gal says, Been seeing a boy for a few months. He claims he doesn't want anything serious but gets jealous whenever he sees me out with another guy, and his friends tell me how he is really interested. I don't want to move on in case he does like me, but I don't want to hang around waiting for something to happen if it's never going to. Right.
The last thing you want to do is waste your time, right? So if this guy's been like, I don't want a relationship, but then is getting jealous, and he's like, look, babes, if you're not going to give me your commitment and you're 100%, then I'm not going to hang about, so I'm going to have some fun.
Yeah.
So,
but equally,
you either want me or you don't want me.
If he doesn't want, like, some boys are very, like, thinking, like, oh, relationship, like, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship, but you can always say to him, like, look, I'm not saying we have to be boyfriend and girlfriend tomorrow, but we either, are we going to be, like, exclusive and actually dating and actually only seeing each other? Yeah,
just, like
you don't have to be, like, my boyfriend next week, but you could just say to him, like, look, I noticed that when I talk to other guys, you seem to get a bit aggy, but then when I want to, like, you know, I like you, like, I'd happily, like, spend my time with you, but you said you don't want a relationship. And you can just be like, look, I'm willing to give it a go if you are. Like, I'm not saying we get in a relationship literally in 2 weeks or 2 months. I'm just saying, like, let's just hang out exclusively, like, not see other people, just be us two. We don't have to put a label on anything. Like, there's no, you know, oh yeah, you're this and you're that. Like, you're just seeing each other, but you're seeing each other exclusively, which is basically a relationship. But for the boys' sake, there's no label, you know. You can say, like, I'm not in any rush to get into a relationship, but I'd like to see where things could go between us. And then let him, and then if he's still being like, oh, I don't know, then just be like, you know what, then see you later, because then you've given him a try, and you know that you've done all you can to make that happen. And if he didn't want it, you're not going to sit there and force someone.
And the last thing you want is for him to play games with you, and mess you about a bit. Like, just talk to him, and just be honest.
Yeah, if he's there like, oh, I don't know, blah blah blah, just be like, well, if you don't know, then I'm not interested.
Yeah, because, like, if he's being like, oh, I don't know, but then he's still messaging you and still getting aggy when, like, you're then he's just, it's just like, look,
then he's just being indecisive. Like, it gets to a point where you just can't mill about anymore. Do you know what I mean? What should you do if you feel like your relationship is getting boring, a little bit sameish, but you still want to be with the boy?
I think you just need to then start being a bit more spontaneous. So don't make plans really far in advance. But like, what are you doing tonight?
Do you want to hang out tonight?
Should we do this tonight? There's just a bit more.
Are you busy tonight?
I mean, we have to spruce up our friendship sometimes.
Should we go out for drinks?
Tonight? Right now? We're like, yeah, fucking spontaneous.
But it can, like, I think
with any relationship,
like, naturally, with relationships you have, you do get into a pattern.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh yeah, you usually see each other on, like, a Wednesday and a Friday, maybe a Sunday. Like, you don't plan that, but that's just how, like, your schedules sometimes go. So I think it's normal to, like, get into a routine, but if you then feel like it's getting boring, then just suggest to do other things, you know, like
can we go on a little
like, go to a different city, like, have a date, like, get on a train and be like, oh, do you want to have a night in a different city, and, like, however old you are, like, go on a night out together, or just go explore the city together.
Go just get dinner, have a bit of a shop.
Yeah, like, just do something different. Or, like, if you never make dinner together, then make that, just think of what's something you never do, and just do something different.
Instead
rather
of going
than
to the same restaurants, the same,
because then it would get repetitive, and it would be like,
oh, we're going to Wagamama's again, on a Wednesday night,
here we go again. Like,
oh, he's gonna get that same cocktail,
the katsu curry. Here we go. This one's quite long, just spare yourselves. So she says, in the beginning of the relationship, my boyfriend of almost 2 years used to love showing me off, posting on his social media. That's lovely. We've had problems over the 2 years that involved him talking to other girls and breaking up. Now that we've gotten those problems, he doesn't show me off at all, and says he doesn't talk to girls, but doesn't let me grab his phone at all. What would your opinion be on it, and what can I do to find out what's really going on?
So this boy in the past has talked to other girls and broken up with you? Or you've broken up because of that?
Yeah.
And now he's being a bit...
So he used to be very like, this is my girlfriend, I'm in a relationship on social media, but then I think he got involved with other girls, and then maybe you broke it off, I don't really know, and then now he's not, like, showing you off.
Right.
Because yeah, I'd be thinking like, well, you're obviously talking to someone then because you don't want them to know you've got a girlfriend, hence why you're not showing me off anymore. You know, if he never showed you off on social media, then it's nothing to be thinking about. But if he did and now he doesn't, then it's like, well, what's changed? Like, yeah, it's only social media, but if that's on your mind,
at the end of the day,
that is that's a big part of our lives, this generation, isn't it?
It is, because the amount of people who get hit up on Instagram, hit up on Twitter,
yeah,
that's just how it is. So if so is he hitting up girls on Instagram and
he doesn't want to?
Yeah, because then if someone hit me up on Instagram and I saw pictures of them with girls, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah,
obviously you'd be like, you're not going to reply to that,
what are you doing? But so, I mean, not to scare you, like, let's not jump to conclusions, but he could be hitting up girls and then they're like, oh, this guy looks single, blah, 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 blah. It's like, what?
I mean, are you still on his social media? Because if he's...
Oh, yeah, because
like,
if
you're still there, maybe just a bit further down the page or something. You've got to talk to him, I think.
I think so. Just be like, look.
Because you can only speculate so much, you know what I mean?
But also, like, you could be overthinking and driving yourself insane when really
there's nothing to worry about.
Like maybe he's
just
like just doing something else on his phone and
if he doesn't want you on his phone, maybe that's just because I mean I've got nothing to hide on my phone, but I don't really like people going on it because I'm like, oh, it's my phone. Like, I don't mind people going on it. Like, I've got nothing on there, but at the same time, like,
yeah, I know. I don't like people feel like that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't mind, but I'm like, oh, like it's. Do you know what I mean? So if he didn't want you on it, I can sort of see that. But then if he has talked to girls in the past when you've been together,
then
you've got every right to feel like, oh,
he's what's the word I'm looking for? He's gone against your trust in the past with this kind of thing.
Behaviour.
So you need to be like, look, I want to trust you, and I did trust you in the past, but after you know what's happened and you know you did some things, then just be like, look, I just want your 100% reassurance, just because I'm driving myself insane and I want to trust you. I really want to trust you because I want this to work, but please can you just help me out here, because it's not fair to you to be going insane every single day thinking, oh, he's not replied to me, who's he talking to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think what sometimes, a lot of the time works for boys is if you say, look, imagine if it were you that I'd done this to you. And then I think they're a bit like, oh, right. Because sometimes, because boys don't think the same way as girls. Like, we're not the same. We know that, don't we? We're not the same. And I think sometimes what it takes is for you to be like, look, imagine if I had done that and if I was talking to this boy and this boy and this boy and then I wasn't letting you on my phone and you're nowhere on my social media and you used to be on it all the time, like you're always posting Snapchats and now I'm nothing. Like, do it like that.
Give him like, that scenario, yeah.
Because then maybe it would sink in him, more, and he'd be like, oh, I can see where you're coming from now. Rather than being like, this, blah, 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 because then I'll be like, whoa, psycho, psycho, that word they all love to use.
Have an adult conversation. Don't be like, oh, you fucking come in and fucking have a word with you. Sit down. If he gets all defensive and angry, then be like, look, that shows me that you're being a bit dodgy.
Because hopefully he's either going to reply one of two ways. He's either going to be like, look, I had no idea you felt like this.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry. Like, look, I didn't realise being on my social media was a thing for you. I wasn't even thinking about that. I didn't even realise. Like, blah, 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 blah. He will either give you a really honest explanation or he'll be like, what are you talking about, you crazy nutcase, blah, blah, blah. Like, do you know what I mean? It's going to go one of two ways. If he's getting defensive, personally, I would take that as guilty. And if he's calm, I'd be like, oh, it's just me thinking about things.
Perfect, we've answered that really well.
Yeah.
This is quite a good one.
Thirsty. It's his protein cookies.
It's because they're so dense.
Yeah.
They soak up all the moisture in my stomach. Okay, I've been with my boyfriend for 3.5 years. I'm only 20, but he is adamant.
So she was with him when she was 17 to 20. That's nice.
Nice time. But he is adamant he doesn't want children or marriage, which I want. It sounds stupid.
I can't wait to get married and have babies.
It sounds stupid.
I cannot wait.
It sounds stupid, but is it worth staying with him for more years if we're going to end up splitting up anyway? Look,
no.
If you're with
you've
someone
just told
now,
us.
Like, if you're with someone now, you should see, like, you should see the whole future.
Because at the end of the day, it's not like you two are casually dating. Like, you've been together for 3 years now. 3 years you've invested in each other. if you're thinking, like, if you know, if you know you want kids, you want to get married, and the person you're with is like, not really feeling it.
He doesn't want to get married and he doesn't want kids, and you want both of those things, then he's clearly just not right for you.
Yeah. And I know you probably think, like, we've been together for 3 years, but then it's like,
you've got to put yourself first. You've got to put, look, that's what you want. You can't, like, you won't see yourself happy in the future if you're not married and you don't have children.
Yeah.
They're very fulfilling
because
things.
at the end of the day, you want something which a lot of other people want.
True. It's not rare.
It's not like it's a rare 1 in a million boy that wants marriage and kids. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not asking for a lot here. And if you've been together for 3 years, you know, it's not like you first met and he's like, no, I don't want kids. Because then if you were together for 3 years, maybe he'd be like, oh, I'd love to have kids with you, you know? Yeah. But like, you know each other now, you're in this now.
I mean, the good thing is that you're still young.
Yeah, you're 20.
Yeah, so I think should be shit because your relationship is probably really great.
Yeah,
but you need to put yourself first.
That's the annoying thing. Like, if everything else is fine, it's just that. Yeah,
but you need to be like, look, Liam, like, I can't see a relationship where I don't see the future. Like, I could see, just like, you see a great future. Like, Liam, I bet you'd be a great dad and whatever. But if he doesn't want that, at the end of the day, you know. Maybe you should actually say to him, if you haven't already, maybe be like, look, you know, we've been together for a while now, and I know I'm only 20, but in my future, I do see myself getting married and having children. And at the end of the day, like, if I want a future with you, that's part of the future that I also want. Because maybe he doesn't realise, like, the power of what he's saying. Maybe he's just saying it as like a toss-off comment, like, no, I don't want kids. That's true.
You know, maybe he's not actually realising what he's saying. If you say to him, like, look, I'm gonna have to end this if you're not on the same page with me about our future. Because
actually have a serious conversation.
Because maybe he doesn't realise, like, it's break up, or do you know what I mean? Like, maybe he doesn't realise the severity of what he's saying. Maybe if you give it to him like that, he'll realise, like, oh wait, let me actually think about this. Because boys don't think about that stuff.
I mean, maybe he's still
the majority
young and he's like, maybe he needs to mature a bit more.
Yeah,
you've got to put yourself first.
Yeah, think about your little babies when you've got them.
Think about the babies.
Okay, this girl's a bit younger. She says, I'm 16. Cold in here, isn't it?
Are you cold?
Yeah, I'm cold. She says, I'm 16 and I've never kissed or had a boyfriend, and all of my friends have basically gone all the way. Wow. And it's so embarrassing, I don't know what to do. You should not be embarrassed.
16. Everything comes in your own time. That's still very young.
That's very young. I had not gone anyway when I was 16. God. If your friends have had boyfriends and you haven't, chances are, we've said it before, you might just be more picky. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might be more, you know, they might just be like, just want anything, but if you want it to be more special, you've got plenty of time for that. Like, when you finish school, you'll meet all these new people. Like, you don't need to worry about
you're still in your GCSE realm, innit?
Yeah,
college,
focus on that, you know.
Sixth form. Don't put boys first, like, while you're at school.
You're gonna meet so many people when you, don't worry about that. It will happen when you'll meet someone when it's right for you, not when it's right for your mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm 19 and recently went on a Tinder date with a 24-year-old. It went super well and hoping there will be another. I personally don't think this age gap is too bad. It's only 5 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I know as soon as I tell my mum about it, she'll not like it, and 2, she'll not like the fact that I met a stranger from Tinder, and 2, she thinks 24 will be too old. I turned 20 in January. Should I just wait until then to tell her in case it doesn't go anywhere or make her lie? Look, at the end of the day, it's been one date.
What was the aspect?
She's just like, should she tell her mum and stuff, and is the age gap too much? Think about it like this, when you're 30, he's going to be 35.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you're younger, an age gap can seem more than it is, especially when you're in different decades, Because 19 and 24 sounds like a lot, but that's the same as 30 and 35.
Or 40 and 45.
And think how close that is. And that's the same amount of time, but because you're in different age decades, I don't know, because you're in your teens and he's in his 20s, that seems bigger. But even when you're 20 and 25, it seems closer, or 21 and 26.
It's because when you think about it, when it's like, when you were 10 years old, he was 15.
Yeah.
It's when you think about it like that. But I think if you're mature, you're probably on the same maturity level as he is, and he's 24. Because it's true that men,
mature later.
Yeah, younger girls should go with guys a few years older than them, because we're more mature. And then
I don't think I would really, like, 19-year-old boy, I'd be, like, I'm 19, but I don't want a 19-year-old boy.
They're like children.
I'd be like, no.
They're like children.
Yeah. Like, I think it's got to be 21 and above.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
19,
we've realised that.
I'd be like, I'm not interested, you're a child.
Or 18, like, that's fine. Like, I'm a 20-year-old woman now. Yeah. So when I see, like, boys who are 18, like, you're a child.
Yeah. I think it's different. I think girls, well... But if you're a mature girl, I think it's normal to go for people above you, because maturity-wise, a lot of girls mature earlier and younger than boys.
Yeah. But also,
I think that's scientific, I don't know.
We used to have a friend whose parents were 10 years age gap.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. Kids, great life. So it's like,
it sounds like a lot when you are like a teen and you've got a 20. Like, it does sound like more of a gap, but you've got to remember, if it's about like maturity wise, and if you're on the same page, and if you're in the same mindset, like, if you are in the mindset that you're 19, you want to go out, you want to get rid of people, be young, then you don't want to be in a relationship. But if you're a 19-year-old that's like, look, I actually want someone, I want to be with someone, I want to be in a relationship, then like,
because think,
it's about maturity and mindset.
Like, quite a lot of 19-year-old boys aren't going to want to jump into a relationship, but maybe some a bit older are thinking, actually, I want to settle down a little bit. So, I think age is just a number.
It is.
At the end of the day.
Not if you're like 16 and 24. Yeah. But I think 18 and above,
then
age is really just a number.
And I think maybe in terms of your mum's sake, wait until you're 20 and be like, look, mum, I'm 20 now. Yes. He's 24. I don't think you should worry about the age unless it's illegal.
Yeah. As long as you feel like you're on the same maturity level, then that's what it is, you know. And in terms of your mum, it depends how you think she'd react.
Just wait until you've been on a few more dates, and if it's actually going somewhere, then tell her. Otherwise, don't stress her out
for no reason. Wait until if it's something worth telling or not. This one's like 1924 as well. Is this the same girl? No, oh, no, it's different. Okay, well, we'll answer this one. I met this boy in a club and we've sort of been talking, but he seemed to send a lot of mixed messages. I said we should catch up for a drink and he said we should, but then he pretty much stood me up. Then the other night we had a chat and he sent some pretty patronising messages saying I'm only 19. He's 24. God, you need to hook up with this other 19-year-old who's also 24. You two can be like best friends. So it was obvious the age gap was an issue, so I stopped messaging him. Now he's honestly bombarding me with Snapchats and messages, which I'm ignoring, but I'm finding it so difficult because I really do like him. Right. Please help me, I don't know what to do. I just want a chance for him to get to know me because I know he'll see me differently. So just be like, I think just said, if you do really like him and he seems to be showing you attention now, just be like, look, I am mature. I'm not a teenager. Just be really fucking strong, but like, don't patronise me. Yeah. Like, I'm not a child. Yeah. I'm a 19-year-old woman. I know what I want, and I think just be like, don't, just because you're a few years older than me. And sorry, just because he's 24 as well does not automatically mean he's more mature than you. Because personally, I think we're more mature than some 20-so-year-olds that I know in my life. Boy, yeah. Don't let him let you think like, oh shit, I am mature. No, like, you're not. No, you're not. Like, don't be like, oh yeah, I'm only 19. Yeah. Like, no, like, I'm 19. Like, I feel about 26. Yeah, you look it. Do you know? All wrinkled and weird. I think just get one of your mates to help you structure together a paragraph. Yeah. And just be like, look, mates. Like, I'd reply and be like, look, I'm happy to like go on a date, get to know each other, whatever, but don't patronise me with all this I'm 19, whatever. Yeah. Just be like, what difference does it make? Be like, at the end of the day, I do like you and I'd like to see you again. But I'm not, you're not my school teacher. Like, I'm not down for this patronising talk. Like, I'm not your child. And be like, don't let the fact that I'm 19 get into your head because it means nothing. I'm a very mature lady. I think say something
like
this is what boys do, right? I think, like you said before, the majority, well, a few boys, when they're 19, they are no way thinking like, I want to be in a relationship, I want to settle down, like I want to be with a girl. Like, a lot of boys 19 at uni, on the pool, doing whatever they want. So the boy, that 24-year-old, is probably thinking like about himself when he was 19 and thinking that you're like him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because he's thinking, when I was 19, I was so mature, I was so responsible,
Yeah.
I was doing all this stuff. So he's probably
Yeah.
thinking, oh, that means she's the same as me, and she was as well. So you need to let him know that just because he may have been a bit wild when he was 19 doesn't mean you are. He shouldn't compare himself to when he was 19 to you when you're 19, because you're different people. If you're more mature than him anyway, you're not going to be on the same.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but.
And then after you've said all that, and if you've still got an issue with it, be like, right, go find someone who's 24 then.
Yeah, if it's that big of a deal, then once he's got to know you, if the age is still a thing, you need to be like, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's not a big deal.
What difference does it make? I don't, yeah, if you're 17 and he's 26, it makes a difference. But if you're not, then it's like, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay.
Oh.
What is your opinion?
Get deep with
this is the last one. What is your opinion on right person, wrong time?
I think, listen.
I think this is a real thing.
Personally, do you see, I think some boys use it as an excuse, personal experience. Oh, I've just got, I can't. It's like, at the end of the day, if you want to be with
okay, I take back what I said, now I'm remembering.
No, well, it's like, at the end of the day, if you want to be with that person, you will do everything in your power, no matter what is going on, to make it work and to make time for each other.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I suppose it depends how severe the circumstance is.
But if the boy is at uni in Australia.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Like, if you two have had this lovely summer together and he's going to Australia and you're going to live in Azerbaijan, then yeah, maybe right person, wrong time. But if it is like your typical, more bog standard thing where he's just like, look, I'm just not in a place I want a relationship, basically wants to go out on the pool. Basically wants you to wait there while he goes out on the pool for maybe a few months, and then he wants to come back to you when the timing's right. I don't think so, mate.
That,
yeah. So I do get it, like right person, wrong time, but also if it is the right person, then
if you're in, I'm sorry, at the end of the day, if you're in the same city and you live fairly, well, yeah, if you're in the same, then
if you're in the same city, there shouldn't really be,
because at the end of the day, if you're having problems, family problems, your own health issues, at the end of the day, if the person still wants to be with you,
they still want to be with you
and they want to support you through whatever's going on, if something gets a bit sticky with yourself, like, you don't want, like, the first thing you want is to have a companion and someone to be like, I'm here for you, lean on, support you. So if they're using that as an excuse, as a scapegoat to be like, oh, I'm not ready, blah, blah. What am I trying to say?
I know, but it's like, say if a boy's like, yeah, like, I'm going through this, like, I'm not ready, like, I don't want to, they basically try and guilt trip you and be like, look, I don't want to put this on you, I don't want to bring this into your life. But if you're there, if they're giving you all this talk, right, like, oh, I'm going through all this blah blah blah, and if you're there like, look, I'm happy to support you through this, like, I want to support you through this, I really care about you, I want to be here for you,
and then they still push you out and ignore you and don't talk to you and break up with you,
then I think that's more just chatting a bit of shit, to be honest. Because I think the majority of people, if they're going through some sort of hardship, and
someone is there and is being like, I want to support you,
yeah,
I want to be here for you, I don't care, then you're still pushing them away, then
I think it's more, in reality, yeah, maybe you are going through a hard time, but I think you've also got doubts about this actual relationship. Otherwise you'd be like, thank God I've got you, I'm so lucky to have you, I couldn't get through this without you, you know? Yeah. So if right person, wrong time, I understand it.
I think it's very situational. It's
very situational, yeah. But I think if it is really the right person, there can't really be that much of a wrong time.
I see, so, yeah. It's like, if it's the right person, you're going to try everything in your power to make it work. If it's the right person.
If it's the right, and if it's, yes, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Can't really be the wrong time if it's the right person.
Yeah. No, it's true though, isn't it?
Yeah. And then maybe if it is the wrong time, then obviously it's just not the right person, I think.
Yeah. But then I think you'll come to realise that.
As time
goes on, you think, oh, you'll come to your senses.
That wasn't the right person because now I've met this person.
Or I've just figured out that I don't actually want what that person was.
And at the end of the day, like, you shouldn't have to force someone or persuade someone to be with you. You know, if they're like, oh, it's not really the right time for me, you shouldn't have to sit there and be like, look, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, you should give people reassurance, let them know how you're feeling, but there's a difference between doing that and also almost persuading someone and like begging them to stay with you. Like, you shouldn't have to do that.
If someone wants to be with you, they will make, it'll be both-sided.
Yeah.
You'll make effort, they'll make effort, it'll be, but if all the effort's coming from one side and there's no effort coming from the other side, then that person obviously isn't.
Has got their own
problem. Like, a relationship should feel very easy and natural. If you're having to put in a lot of hard work and feel like you're not getting anything back.
Like, yeah, sometimes you have to put in more work than others, but, you know, for months on end, if it's becoming very apparent that you're always the one that's like, come on, come on, come on.
Because you can't put no effort in and expect a relationship to come about.
No.
But I'm saying that there should be mutual effort. That's what we're trying to say. Yeah, you can't just sit there and not do anything. You
text me then, go on,
text me and just expect it all to come. But it has to be mutual effort.
Yeah.
I wasn't even the answer. But I think that we've got quite a...
We've got loads. I'm going to try and reply to just some individually. So if you're not in the vid, I'm going to be replying on the DMs. Because sometimes I see girls and I'm like, God.
I get DMs even when we're not filming.
Oh, just a quick tip, guys. I get them all loads on Snapchat, and sometimes I open it and I'm like in a supermarket and I'm like, I can't really reply to this right now. So if you do have like boy talk things, even if we're not filming, Insta DM, because then you can sit down and actually read it. Because sometimes I open it and I'm like, oh my God,
but also on Insta DM, we can screenshot it and save it for the next vid.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, we'll reply individually.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for watching. What are we've got actually some hauls.
Yeah, we do. Oh, we're gonna do.
Like
no, let's not tell them. They can wait. They can wait. We always tell them.
Okay, we hope you like the New York vlogs.
Oh yeah, well, vlogger.
We thought we'd just put it all in one.
Because to be honest, I do like sitting there and watching like a 45-minute vlog.
Otherwise, it would be like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
who wants a 10-minute vid? Like, I never want to sit. You know,
it's not worth it.
You know when people put up a vlog and it's 5 minutes? I'm like, that actually isn't even worth my time.
Yeah, like I can't eat my breakfast and watch that.
Someone put up a vlog the other day. It was 3 minutes long.
It's not a vlog. That's a hello. That's an intro.
Anyway.
We hope you all have your boy issues sorted.
Well,
you know, everyone, we all going through
at the end of the day, let's leave on a really positive note. Everything happened for a reason, whatever you're going through.
Oh, I've got a good one.
Go on. I think I've got a good one.
I screenshot this quote this morning.
Let me just have a look also. Oh wow, doesn't Kylie Bye-Bye look nice?
Wow.
I've got so, look at all
Look, listen to this. This is good. So, it says, if it's right, this is actually good for relationships as well.
Go on.
If it's right, it happens. The main thing is not to hurry. Nothing good gets away.
Oh wait, say that again. That was really lovely.
Yeah, I told you. You weren't listening, were you?
Sorry.
If it's right, it happens. The main thing is not to hurry. Nothing good gets away. And you know, actually something that I thought, you know, if you're stressing about like what to do in relationship, whether to get back with someone, whether to do whatever, I think there's only so much advice that you can sit, there's only so much advice you can sit and listen to. At the end of the day, you've got to do, no one knows your relationship like you do. Like, no one knows the ins and outs, what's been said to each other. Like, only you know that. So you've just got to think, look, what do I want to do? Like, forget the outside factors. Like, what do I want to do? Like, just make it as simple as you can. And then if it does go wrong, you can't regret it, because then you can look back and think, you know what, I'm not going to regret that, because at the time, that's what I wanted to do. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you listen to someone else's advice, but you think, oh, that's not really what I want to do, then don't do it, because then if you can regret it then, because you think, oh, that's not really what I wanted to do. But if it's what you wanted to do at the time, you can't regret it.
Well, it's very true, because right, brilliant. What a lovely note to end on.
Yes. Girl power.
Peace. What were you doing there? Oh, did you grab me again?
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.